This is Sad Boy Radio.
Who want the smoke? Who want the smoke, man? Who want the smoke?
All right, welcome back,
Who want the
everybody.
smoke?
This is Sad Boy Radio, episode 4. I'm with my boy today, Checkmate Fred.
Yes, yeah.
So go ahead and give them a little introduction of yourself.
How y'all doing, man? It's your boy Checker Fred. You know, reside Chicago, Illinois. Lived in the suburbs of Illinois pretty much all my life. But you know, Raw Authentic Entertainment, owner, CEO. You feel me? Shout out all my boys. Rapper, producer, engineer. Yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. We finna get more into it. But yeah, man, that's me, Checker Fred.
Yes, sir. So today I brought my boy Checkmate Fred out to speak on some toxic relationships. You know, everybody loves those in their life.
Man, had a couple.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody has. Let's go ahead and start with you, though, right?
Man.
Just speak on your past experiences, right?
Man, realistically, me personally, I'd probably say I really had only like 3-4 real relationships. You feel me? That I'll count as my own. So, but one particularly relationship that I was in, it was very toxic. It was very I ain't gonna lie, like hands was put on each other at one point in time. It was kind of bad. But what I will say though, what I learned that self-love is the best love. You feel me? Like once you get in that, you can't, if you don't love yourself, you can't get that love to nobody else. So it's like it wasn't one point, I ain't gonna lie, I had girls as rebounds. I was just going through the motions. I was just doing whatever I wanted to do, but not knowing that I was hurting the other person at the same time. And I can admit that too. So it's like, I admit my part in it. The girls, if they ain't prideful, they'll admit they part too. It was a pretty tough time for me, I will say that. And it's like, but that comes out, makes the best music too. So at the end of the day, it made me grow as a person. It helped me with my music. It helped me express myself in a way I never knew I could. You feel me? So it was good and bad at the same time. I will say that. You just gotta take every experience and run with it and make good out of it.
For sure. And I mean, everybody goes through that. There's not a particular instance where somebody's a saint all the time. They're not an angel, and everybody goes through those motions, man.
Yeah,
so
for real.
To what extent it goes to, but everybody uses somebody at one point.
Exactly.
A lot of music I think about turns to Spanish music. Romeo Santos, that Toxic King stuff. A lot of Aventura's music, they talk about cheating on their significant others,
right.
Stealing a girl from their husband, boyfriend, whatever it may be.
Right.
Specifically Romeo Santos in his song Eres Mia talks about, telling a girl that she's always going to be his,
Tough.
So it's kind of like,
And part of me still kind of got that, but I'm not as bad with it as I used to be. So I don't even show too much attention to certain, just relationship in general, because I'm really focused on me now at the end of the day. But I definitely had my little moments like, yeah, she's still mine. But
oh man, everybody does, bro. Man, everybody has that one person that will always they'll go back to, and one person that will always come back to them. It doesn't matter what you do. It reminds me of that one song with Drake and Young Blue, bro.
Oh my gosh,
she's still mine.
For real, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so just like you said, just gotta go through it. Just gotta find yourself, find inner peace with yourself, and then everything else is gonna fall through after that. So that's how I take it.
For sure. And all those experiences really kind of do stick with you,
Yeah.
Sure. How do you think that all those experiences really shaped you to be different?
It shaped me to be different because before this, I was, I always say I was young Chuck and then Chuck and Fred. So, you feel me? When I was young and, in love, you could say, I guess, whatever. But when I was young and being with females and going through those motions, I was, young Chuck, I was young, 16, 17, you feel me? It's like you think you a man, but you're really not yet, you feel me? It's like you had that growing time, and it's like, when I say with my music, it's like my music wasn't all that before, my mental health, I ain't even gonna lie to you, wasn't all the way there, because it's like at times I felt like I was living for other people. I was trying to do things to make other motherfuckers happy at the end of the day. It's like I said, I ain't had no self-love, and then when I start being alone in a sense, you feel me? I always got family with it, but it's like when God took like all the people that I felt like, you know, was close to me, and it's like they started either doing things to me, it's like I can't, you know, I gotta cut you off, or it's like they just left. It's like I had that time alone with myself, and it's like, what do I want to be? So it's like I had that time with myself, writing my music. Obviously, that's my therapy. Thinking about, you know, what kind of artist I want to be, what kind of person I want to be, you know. So it's like I just kept on working on me at the end of the day, and it's like everything else started falling through. All the good things started falling through. I found my team. I found good people to work with. You feel me? And it's like all the real people who I knew that was gonna stay with me. They stuck with me to this day. You know, shout out my team and all that. But yeah, I'll just say that those experiences just helped me learn more about myself. And it's like when you know about yourself, can't nobody tell you shit. You feel me? It's like, you know, people gonna make rumors about you, people gonna talk shit, people gonna say whatever. But it's like, you don't know me. And if you don't know me, or if you're not somebody that's close to me or whatever, if you ain't got my phone number, you can't judge me. You can't say nothing about me that I don't already know.
For sure.
Exactly. So it's just like I took that time with myself, and I just, you know, asked God, you know, hey, what should I do? And then just kept on running with it, learning more about myself, and it just went off with there, man. So yeah, that's pretty much how I just took all those experiences that I went through.
So what's the one thing that stuck out to you the most? What did you want to be when you were doing that self-reflection?
I wanted to be a good person at the end of the day, and I know it sounds cliche or whatever, but it's way easier said than done, because and again, like I said, you know, people gonna say whatever, but it's like you'll never know what another person really thinks of you either. I do have people that always say like, hey, Fred, you can do this, you can do that, and it's like those people you just want to keep around, because those ones are gonna tell you the real about yourself, about anything. So it's like, you know, when I had those moments, the moment that stuck out to me the most is just that I wanted to be a good person. Like, you know, I don't want people saying that, oh, he did me wrong, just like that, whatever. It's like, you know, people gonna have their story about you, but if you know you have good intentions at the end of the day, that's always how I try to live life. Is just do everything with good intentions, with a good heart. You know, everything got to be pure, authentic. You feel me, real, and everything that you feel. You feel me, just put it out there, even if it's bad or if it's good. Just say how you feel. You know, do everything that you want to do, and then, like I said, everything just comes back in full fruition. It's going, whatever you put out in the world, good energy, bad energy, is gonna come back to you. And that's, you know, people say it's gonna be karma, whatever you believe in, but whatever you put out there, that's the same shit you're gonna get, regardless.
For sure. And, you know, one thing that I really think about a lot of the time is you're gonna be the bad guy in someone's story.
Yep.
No matter what.
For real.
There's always gonna be someone to say something bad about you, whether you did it on purpose or not. You know. And that kind of does suck, because at the end of the day, you know, you don't want to hurt anybody.
Exactly.
You never meant to hurt somebody. A song that I think about actually is my cousin's own song. He made a song called Never Meant to Hurt You. And throughout the song, he talks about 3 different people that, you know, were in his life at one point, but he, you know,
hurt them. Yeah.
And it's, you never meant to hurt them, but at the end of the day, you know, sometimes you got to do what's best for you. And letting people know that, you know, at the end of the day, I'm my priority. I'm my focus. And you can either be with me or you can go off to the side, but
exactly,
I gotta do me.
Yep.
And you know, the song that I think about is Wait by August Alsina. You know, in that song he tells them, you know, I'm not telling you to wait. You know, I gotta go get what I gotta get.
Right.
And for me being so young at 20 years old, a lot of the time I think about my aspirations and what I want to accomplish in life. And, you know, a lot of the time people are waiting on you. They're waiting on you to finally be committed. They're waiting on you to finally decide, you know, hey, you know, I want this, and you're going to be it.
Yeah.
But in reality, at 20 years old, it's kind of like a hard decision to make.
Definitely,
you know,
a hard decision.
For me, I wanna pursue a career in music, and
Same.
You're the same, bro.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like, how do you balance that out? You know, for you exactly.
Man, look. Anybody who knows me, I've been doing music since I'm 21. I've been doing music since I was 14. Like, seriously, been doing music since I was 14. My dad taught me how to play piano around 11. So I was doing that. He taught me instruments and things like that. But, like, when I got into high school, it's like I knew. At the end of the day, you feel me? Because then my dad had a studio for himself. But when he knew that I wanted to do it, he let us work in the studio in the basement that he bought and shit like that. So we would always work on some stuff together. I work on my things. He work on his things. And it's like I learned, time management, all that, like at an early age. And anybody who's pursuing if you really want to do this music stuff now, trust me, one, do it now because look, everybody want to do it, and it's harder to do it now. So get into it. But I just learned all that time management when I was young, man. It's like when I was in school, definitely had to get my work done, obviously, and then on top of that, I still want, I wanted to label, I wanted this, I wanted that when I was young then. So it's like just learning, as you grow up, just like what priorities do you need to put first, you feel me? Obviously in the world and in life, and then obviously if always put your passion in there, try to make, the best out of it, and then once you're able to make, that passion, your money and your peace and everything you want to do, just run with it, but never give up on your dreams. Always like try to way to fund your dreams, and then just go with it like that, man. So to answer your question, basically it's just experience, I guess. Experience is the best teacher. Just go through the motions. Like I said, learn what you want to do in life as a passion, and that you want to move forward with, and then just use life and everything in life. Just help use those experience to help fund whatever you want to do.
But throughout time, you're gonna develop relationships no matter what.
Yeah.
You can say, hey, this isn't gonna happen, but people crave companionship. People crave socialization.
Yes.
And
yes,
it's not easy to say, hey, I'm done. Like I'm cool.
It's not.
Because at the end of the day, you want somebody to make a memory with.
For real.
And I think about Ed Sheeran. Photograph, so you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans. And obviously he's singing about, a realistic experience. And all those pictures and memories, they're always going to be stuck with you.
Yeah, bro. And I ain't gonna not to cut you off, but piggyback on that too. It's like, a lot of my close friends, Big and Woods and all them, they know the shit that I just recently went through last year. It's like I had a whole group of people that was just like that. You feel me? It was like it was all cool. We was all making music. They was coming. I had a studio in my house, like I said, so they was all coming through. We was recording music, but it was just one situation that just blew it all out the water. And it's like, again, like you said, people gonna make you a bad person in their store, and it's like they probably are, and then I'm probably doing the same. It is what it is, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like it's hard to cut those people out that you build a relationship with, but it's like you can't keep getting disrespected by the same people either. You feel me? It's like you can't let shit get to a certain point when it's already like, turmoil and it's already bubbling and shit like that. It's like you gotta cut that shit out before it gets even worse. So it's like when that situation happened with me and all those other people that like just basically try to, fuck me over and try to take shit that I had, it's like I can't let that happen. You feel me? Like you said, at the end of the day, I gotta do shit what's best for me. And it's like, call it selfish, call it what you want, but it's true. Like at the end of the day, you was born alone, you was born by yourself. You're going to leave this world by yourself in the coffin by yourself. So it's like, if you're not happy during that time span that you're living, what the fuck you live for? Like, there's no point.
For sure. And it's so hard to do that. That's the type of things that you got to go through.
Yeah.
Maybe once, twice, maybe 3 times.
Bro, yeah.
And it doesn't have to be with friends. It doesn't have to be, it could even be with your parents at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're okay being used for a little while.
Right.
You're okay dealing with it, and you're being used. But what are you gonna do? Cut out every single person in your life?
Man, that'd be the tough decision to make, but it hasn't happened sometimes.
What was it that made you come to that realization?
Like I said, man, just when it was really when I felt like I wasn't being respected. You feel me? Cause like I'm a humble person. Don't get me wrong. I do have my, especially when you hear my raps, you'll hear my little cockiness, you'll hear my arrogance a little bit when I'm talking, but it's like, that's rap. But it's like, at the end of the day, I'm a humble person, but it's like, I know my worth. And that's another thing, too, I was talking about self-love and, knowing yourself. It's like, I know my worth, I know what I can do. Like I said, engineer, rapper, producer, I do a lot of things, and I know I'm good at a lot of things, too. And then when it comes to my business as well, Raw Authentic and all the stuff that I put my energy to, it's like, you're not going to take that away from me. So, like, the realization was weirdly when people weren't respecting me as, a businessman and the person who's trying to make moves. People even said, oh, you need to slow down. You don't even got this. You ain't even got that. You trying to do all this shit. It's like, I get it. Yeah, I have a plan. But it's like, at the end of the day, why would I stop? And it's like, I'm already moving. I'm already doing shit. It's like, if I stop now, people going to be like, what the hell happened? So it's like, you know, when I feel like I wasn't being respected, or I wasn't feeling like people weren't taking me seriously, or people was just thinking that what I'm doing is a hobby, that's when I was like, okay, these are the kind of people that's not seeing the vision that I'm seeing. And it's like, you know, you're gonna find those people. Like I said, I found Vic, I found all my people. You're gonna find those people that see the vision. That's gonna help you. That's gonna do their shit too, but it's gonna help you go further in your career. But when those people that's just, it's always a doubt, or it's always this and it's always that, I can't mess with that. Like, give me the realization, obviously, but like, don't shoot down everything that I got either, because that's too much negativity, and I don't need that in my life.
I mean, nobody needs that negativity in their life.
For real.
You know, it's all about the positive energy and, you know,
Exactly.
like a lot of people say now, manifesting what you want,
Yep,
what you want to
manifest what you
accomplish,
Yep.
what you want to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because at the end of the day, nobody else is gonna go and get it other than you.
And I keep telling people that too.
You're the only person that has your back in reality.
Exactly.
Because for as many people that there are supporting you, there's
Right.
as many people behind you
Mhm.
trying to either take over or, you know, bring you back down.
Exactly. You gotta weed that out, like
Energy,
instantly.
bro. Energy by
bro.
Drake.
I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. Oh man, shout out my boy Jersey. You know.
For real. And that's a motto that will stick by for
All
as long as it
2021.
lives. Yeah.
For real.
But, you know, let's talk about, you know, the more personal side of Checker Fred, right?
Right.
Let's talk about, you know, like you said, relationships earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Relationships don't always include, you know, friends, family, you know, it includes significant others.
Oh yeah.
And those are the ones that I feel like really do impact you.
Oh yeah.
They'll forever leave an imprint in your brain and
Mm-hmm.
really shape who you are, because you change for people,
Yes, you do.
and when that ends, you got to figure out, is this me,
Me
or who was it?
Exactly. You hitting all the right spots. Good. Yeah.
And I feel like it really does change how you feel. You know, Bad Bunny, man, I'm
Oh,
a
man.
folder.
Yeah.
That song, he talks about fuck love. I want to take back every single thing I ever gave you, and
Had that.
it's like, you know, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, man, it's definitely tough. You know, me personally, how I deal with it is, I ain't gonna lie, I have a little journal that I write into with myself. You feel me? Just write down my feelings, you know, beyond the music, whatever. Like, I'm a writer. Like, at the end of the day, like, I always like gotta put it down somewhere. Or I just talk. You know, obviously, I talk to a good amount of my friends who I know I can trust with my feelings and all that kind of stuff too. But again, it just really comes down to what you were just saying. Like, who am I? You gotta have that moment with yourself. You feel me? Because if you don't, it's gonna eat you up. It's gonna eat you alive in the end. So it's like, you really gotta have that realization. Like, okay, who am I gonna be as a person? And then once you know that, then it's like, okay, now I gotta find a significant other, somebody who's gonna accept it. You know, obviously, like you said, you still gonna want to change. It's still gonna be parts of you that's gonna be like, okay, this needs to be better. But it's like, once you know yourself fully and who you want to be as a man and as a person, then you gotta you can't accept less. You feel me? Like, that's even what a lot of females say too. I'm not accepting less. Everybody gotta have that same feeling. It's like, okay, this person is not just gonna be here for me just because I got money or I'm this or I'm that. Like, I want somebody who wants to be there for me. You feel me? It's like, look, I'm putting all this out. This is me. This is my whole real whatever. And it's like, if you can't, then you can't be for me. You're not going to be for me, because this is who I am at the core. I will change whatever I need to change, but this is the real me at the end of the day. And it's like, you can't take that, then I'm sorry, I can't be with you.
Yeah, and not everybody's for you.
Exactly.
You know? Not everybody. Somebody can do every single thing perfect for you.
Yep.
They can be the perfect person
person.
on paper. Sometimes it's just not there.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
how do you create feelings that,
Weren't there.
yeah, and it sucks when you're on the other end, because
Yeah.
you do all this stuff, you do every single
Everything
thing
you can.
right. It's like, what is it?
Like,
What's missing?
Right.
And you ask them, what is missing?
And it's like, they either tell you something that you can't do, or it's like, it's not a real answer either.
Hey, bro, listen to Yo Quisiera Mala by Aventura.
Okay.
That
got
song.
you.
Hey, Vic knows. Hey, Vic knows.
I'm laughing because he don't know Spanish.
I know.
Hey,
but I'm gonna learn.
look up the lyrics in English, bro.
I got you.
And he says it at the end of the song too. Yeah, so, you know,
I got you, for sure.
he's really gonna go into, you know, how how they're the perfect person, but in reality,
yeah.
you know, I'm sorry that you weren't the one for me.
Facts, and that's
Nowadays, I think that toxic relationships are romanticized in a bit. You know, a lot of the times, people will romanticize something that's not good for them. Love the Way You Lie, Eminem.
Oh,
Literally, the whole song they're
yeah.
talking about how they abuse each other.
Yep.
And it's funny because that song came out in 2011.
Right.
Now, the people who were listening to that song at a young age
They
are
mad.
20 years old. They're mad, but in reality, I'm not saying, you know, a lot of relationships include
Right.
exactly what
Right,
was
he was
going
talking
on in
about,
the
right.
song, but a lot of it's emotional and mental
Oh
now.
yeah.
How did we land here, you know?
Exactly. It's like I was in that spot too, and I was like I said, I can't do it no more because I don't want to go. It was a point of me, like I said, knowing yourself. It was a part of me that I knew about myself that I don't want to go back to. You feel me? Like that toxic, that mean, that angry. I don't like being that person at heart. You feel me? So it's like I don't need another person. I don't want another person that's gonna bring that side out of me. So, like I said, you gotta find out right significant other too. Got to, because the best person for you is gonna bring the best out of you, and the one who's not for you, they're gonna bring the worst out of you. So you just gotta pick and choose which one's gonna be the best.
So what's the ideal person for you?
Crazy. You asked that. I would say ideal. Somebody who obviously supportive of, you know, what I do music wise. You know, I be in the studio a lot, late nights. You feel me? I don't like all that nagging shit. Like, can you? Why you like? You feel me? Like it's my career. It's what I do. You gotta know that off bat. Also, a person, you know, who's just really understanding and doesn't take, you know, everything to a T, like too seriously. You feel me? Like we gonna have arguments, we gonna have our moments, but it's like I'm a person who likes to talk that shit out. Even if we gotta separate for a few moments, maybe a day or two or whatever, come back. You know, if we can work that out, I don't want to resort to physical or mental abuse or like verbal abuse and nothing like that. I want to be able to be like, all right, look, you mad, I'm mad, but it's somewhere we can figure out this solution. Cause I'm a problem solver at the end of the day. So it's like we got to figure this solution out. And if we can't, then shit, I don't know what to tell you. Like, like for real, I don't know what to tell you because I'm optimistic too. So it's like I always try to see a solution out of everything. And if there's no solution in it, then why are we still here? We can't work on nothing if there's no solution that we can't get to.
So for you, you think taking 1 or 2 days is the best solution?
Yeah, in a way, yeah, because and it depends on the people in the relationship as well. Because because for me, if I'm taking that 1 day, I am gonna reflect on like, you know, what can I do right, what did I do wrong. You feel me? It's like I said, you'll never know what the other person is doing or what they got going on or whatever. But you know,
I mean, for me, I got trust issues. So.
Yeah, I do feel you on that. But yeah, like for me, it definitely works best for me because I know in that moment, if I am mad at a certain point, I will say some shit that I'm definitely gonna regret. You feel me? So it's like to prevent this shit from getting worse. It's like, okay, let me take my time. You know, figure out the real words that I do want to say. You know, figure out, like I said, what I did wrong, what you could do better, what I could do better, and then just go from there. And like I said, if we can come back to a solution, you know, all the better. But if we can't, then we gotta part ways at the end of the day.
Peace out. Alright, I'm gonna head out.
For real, deuces.
No, but I get it.
Yeah.
For me, I'm the type of person that I like to talk things out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I ever really say something that I'm gonna regret at the end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think trust me, I mean I can get mad,
Right.
but I'm always gonna be conscious of what I say to you
yeah.
because I care about you.
Exactly.
So like I said, your intention is never to hurt somebody.
Right.
And if it's gonna permanently damage your relationship, it's kind of like, okay, where do I go from here?
Right.
And like we said earlier, a lot of this is romanticized. Toxic relationships.
Yep.
The Weeknd contributed to it a lot. Wicked Games.
Yeah,
that re-release of House of Balloons just came out.
Not
so
for real. Fire.
I was listening to it and and I was reminded of Wicked Games. You know,
Not for real.
bring the drugs, baby, I can bring my pain. Shout out The Weeknd.
For real.
But you know, you damaged the whole generation. A checker. I know you know about those. Come on, bro. It's give us a little more. Give us a little more into the toxicity, bro.
Yeah,
Toxic King right here.
I don't know about Toxic King, but I was definitely a little. You feel me? Look, man. I had my fun. I had my share in toxic relationships. Like I said, me and this one shorty, we was like I said, it was one point. It's like we was going back and forth almost every day. It's like motherfuckers that was expecting like. When I was gonna be with her, or like when she was coming around, they expected it was gonna be something bad at the end of the day. Like that's how bad it was getting. Like you feel me? Like my friends didn't even want to be around me and her at a certain point. So it's like I was definitely in a certain point in life where I was just like, you know, me and this certain girl wasn't clicking. It was just all the way the vibes was off. But it's like, you know, some part of it was still forcing me. You know, sometimes it was the sex. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? Shit was kind of good. But, you know, other than that, it's like some part of you just don't want to, like, let that shit go. So it's like, I was definitely in that point in my life where it's like, damn, I know this ain't good for me, but shit.
But it's easier to hold on to something than, you know, just let it go.
Yep.
And that's tough, bro,
That's
honestly.
hard.
Because, like I said earlier, it's kind of like, you know, I'm okay with being used.
For a certain amount of time, though.
Juice WRLD, bro. Juice WRLD, hate me. And tell me how you hate me. Tell me how I'm trash and you could easily replace me.
R.I.P. my man.
It's like, yeah. I you know, you could straight up tell somebody, man, I can get rid of you and have somebody else the next day. And, you know, it's just going to make them want you more, almost. It's like...
Pull that string a couple times.
And, I'm going to need my boy Pyro to hop on and talk about this real quick.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Pyro. I had a couple of run-ins with some toxic shit. Yeah.
Shit happens.
That's the Toxic Prince.
That's his words, not mine. I don't claim that. No toxicity over here.
But at the end of the day, you know, it's all an experience. It's all something that's going to help you grow.
Yep.
And, you know, take those experiences and make it into something that will benefit you.
Yep.
You know, whether that's through music, whether that's through art. Making sure you have that emotional and creative outlet will always 100% benefit you.
Exactly.
Personally, you know, even writing shit down. Like you said,
Like
journaling, bro. You know, you want to talk a little bit about that? You know, how that's helped you?
Yeah, it's something I've recently been doing. Shout out my sister Kaya. She really got me into it because, you know, I'm kind of a guy who, like, I will hold shit in, but it's like, I got out of that. I had to get out of that, too, because, you know, like I said, if you keep on holding stuff in and you just, like, don't express how you feel, it's going to hurt you. So it's like, you know, when I didn't have my friends, when all my friends was in school, whatever, and I feel like I ain't had nobody, somebody had to get, and I wouldn't. It's like, you know, I personally went to therapy, so it's like, but it's like she really showed me like, hey, you should just write like just how you feel, just write it down on paper, and then you know, get it out your system, and then like now that I look back on like the stuff that I wrote like last year and the year before and things like that, it was like I was going through some shit, but it's like I got, you know, I was glad to see that now that I got over that shit too. You feel me? Like looking back at it, it was like, damn, I was really going through some stuff, but like now. Growing up and then seeing it now, I'm like, wow, I really got past it. Like, it makes me proud of myself. You feel me? So it's like, it's definitely, like I said, everything's an experience. And it's like, when you have something that changes you or that, like, you know, changes how you think and how you act and how you become, it's like, you know, you gotta write that down. You gotta keep, you know, notes about, like, how that makes you feel. And, you know, don't go back to the things that made you feel bad or made you feel, you know, less than what you were worth and things like that.
For sure. Yeah, bro. Those sad boy vibes, for real.
Man, for real.
And once you throw it away, once you get rid of whatever's bringing you down, it honestly feels like a relief. It feels like a weight's lifted off your shoulder. You can do whatever you want.
For real.
And it's not that anybody's holding you back, but it's almost like, you know, you've opened up yourself to a bunch of new possibilities. Yeah. And that's what's most important, opening yourself up to opportunities that will only benefit you. You know, at least that's how I feel.
Facts. I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. The last song reference I can really think about is Debote, man. Just throw it away. Shout out Bad Bunny, Ozuna, all of them, bro. That'll be it for this episode of Sad Boy Radio. If you like this video, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and check out my boy Check a Fred.
Yes,
And
sir.
thank you, everybody, for watching.
Peace. Make sure y'all support Raw Authentic. ENT.com, RAWTHENIC, ENT.com. Get some merchandise, you feel me? Album coming out April 16th. Checkmate Deluxe version. Make sure y'all check that out. We out here. And shout out Blue Door Studios, you feel me?
Fuck y'all niggas who be digging their whole dog. Coming through my city, you can put me on the roll call. Yo, I don't know y'all. If you ain't mess with me then, don't try to do it now, cause I'm going off.
This is Sad Boy Radio.
1 years of life is only going faster.